Hello everyone and welcome back to another Minecraft speedrunning video. In today's video we are speedrunning the brand new world record seed set by Illumina, the man, the myth, the legend Illumina, with his 1353, the first ever sub 14, absolutely crazy run and an absolutely crazy seed, crazy fun seed actually to do as well. Now what makes this really special and made me want to do it straight away versus doing Rain-X and Silenoxes straight away, I will get to their well, I suppose old world record runs now at some point. I don't know why I just didn't get around to it, but I saw this Illumina run and I was like, oh damn, I have to try this. This seed looks fun to do. And the reason I thought it looked really fun to do is because in the world record he does Fortress first, and in this run I do Fortress first. I did attempt to try and do Bastion first because I was like, I have never seen a good run with Fortress first other than Illumina's run. Like, I've never seen a top speedrunner do a good run with Fortress first. Although Illumina manages to pull it off, but tried and tested, Fortress first was actually the faster option. Every time I did Bastion first, it was just so much slower, because it's like if I went back on myself to like, because the portal I build in this is nearer to the Bastion, like where the stronghold is. Going back on myself takes up too much time, from going all the way back to the fortress and then all the way back towards the bastion. And then I even tried finding another stronghold, but that was just way too far away to produce a good time. So Fortress first is like just what I had to do here. But yeah, as you can see here, double blacksmith gives me an iron pickaxe, which is amazing, and 9 obsidian. Now in Illumina's run, he kills the iron golem, gets a bucket, and uses the lava from the blacksmiths to like do a portal to make it like, 10 obsidian for a portal, and enters that way. Obviously, because it's a set seed, we don't have to think on the fly. We can like research it before. So I was looking underground because I was like, I want to save the obsidian so I don't have to worry about waiting for trades in the bastion. I want to have as much obsidian on me as I possibly can. So I looked for lava underground, but it was just too far down and too much effort, and I spotted a little something that you're going to see in a second here, which is exactly where I'm digging down. And yeah, because it's a village start, I managed to get my food, I managed to get my beds. And it's just, yeah, starting off with food and beds is so nice in this. I don't have to worry about food for the rest of the run now. Whereas in some of the other runs, I kind of had to worry a little bit about food. But in this, we were chilling. We were absolutely chilling. It was like in Gavin's run, I literally had to worry about food. And ruin portal right here, beautiful. So I don't know why I opened that chest there. I always break that chest because it was just easier to get all the stuff out. And I'm entering the nether right now, sub 240. With 7 obsidian and 5 beds. Now, 7 obsidian, no, it's not 10, but in the bastion, there is a chest that has 4 obsidian in it, and I've got 5 beds, which is enough to kill the ender dragon with. So, I literally only need to get pearls from trading in this. That's another thing that is great about this seed. The trading was like, easy, because all I had to do was get at least 10 pearls. Like, that was bare minimum, probably more actually. I should have gotten like at least 13, I would say, would be the bare minimum, to pearl around a little bit, because the stronghold is a 2-eye. So with that, I only need 10 end pearls and I only need 5 blaze rods for the end. So yeah, that is quite easy to get, to be honest, especially because I get that extra little gold block there as well. And yeah, but yeah, this was the hardest part. The blaze rod rates were hard. In Illumina's world record, he got incredible rod rates, and it was really hard to replicate the rod rates that he got, because it's just pure luck. It's 50%, but I swear to God, it's not 50%. In this, I was quite lucky with rod rates. I say that, I went 1 for 3 right there, which isn't actually that great, but then I finally get a second one there, and I see all those blazes down there that I've got to kill. So yeah, I'm going to be working on those guys. But they're in a bit of an awkward spot, so this isn't ideal. This probably could have been quicker. There's a massive time loss that I do soon here, is the direction that I go towards the bastion because of where these blazes were. Normally I go a different way because I go from the spawner, but because I dropped down here I went a different way, and I wasted a lot of time there. I would say this probably could have been a sub 9, as you can see from the thumbnail and title and stuff. It's a 9xx, but this definitely could have been a sub 9, but I didn't do this time loss here. And then I went 3 for 3 on those blazes there, which was so nice. And that guy shot me there. I was like, please don't somehow shoot me again. I would be so pissed off if I died right now. So yeah, I think I went like, what, 5 for 7? I think there were 2 blazes that didn't drop, so I went 5 for 7, which is great. better than 50%, which is incredible. But I had many runs that just died where I'd just kill my first 3 blazes and not get a single blaze run and be like, ah. I did try doing the 5 render distance strat, but that was just too difficult and too time consuming, because when you do it when you have fire resistance, all you have to worry about is wither skeletons that spawn in, because doing 5 render distance basically increases all the spawns of like mobs and entities around you, because you have a lower render distance, so it's all going to spawn within like a smaller space than normal with like higher render distances. So it increases blaze spawn rates and wither skeleton rates. And in this, worrying about wither skeletons whilst also getting shot at by blazes when I have no fire resistance proved to be way too difficult and way too time consuming, to the point of where I didn't think 5 render distance was worth it in this. I even tried 5 render distance after leaving the Bastion with fire res, but again, as I said, doing Bastion first was just not as fast as doing Fortress first. It just wasn't. But yeah, so we're just going to do the normal treasure route. I would say treasure was probably the best Bastion, I would argue, to get for this, because all I needed was ender pearls. That was all I needed. So I think treasure was definitely... I definitely think this is the best Bastion for this, to already have so much obsidian. In Illumina's run, he didn't have the obsidian. He had to get all the obsidian off trades and like the 4 out of the chest. And that was actually a little bit of a time loss for him, because... yeah, if he had a little bit of extra obsidian, he probably would have gotten an even better time, which is crazy. Absolutely crazy. But in this, yeah, we can get ridiculous time. I forgot where the gold block was there, apparently. Don't know what I'm doing. But yeah, this is the this is called the Ninja Brain route. Brand new route that I've only just started doing very recently, because he's only just released a video on it, and it's incredible. I really like doing this route. I feel like it's a lot safer as well, because I got hit a couple times there, but in the other one, I felt like I got hit so many more times. Like, just so many more times. That just felt faster. And in this, which is also super unlucky for Illumina, but obviously he ended up lucking out on the trades, there is only 2 gold blocks on this side, and there is only 2 gold blocks on the other side. There could be a total of 5 on each side, so it's actually 4 for 10 gold blocks, which is really bad. Like, it's like really, that's like super unlucky to go 4 for 10. Absolutely dreadful. And you see right there, I get literally all the ender pearls, like straight away. I didn't even need to chuck the rest of the gold. I could have just stayed down there and grabbed the rest of those ender pearls, which is absolutely insane. I'd say I definitely got pretty lucky on trades right there. But I always just go for the extra 2 gold blocks in case I don't get lucky, because then I waste the time of sitting there waiting and then running up. I feel like it's better just to go and grab the extra gold blocks. But yeah, because I didn't have to worry about anything but pearls, the second I see I'm good on pearls, I'm good, I'm gone. I got my beds, I got my obsidian, I'm chilling. I got a bit confused here, I think, and I'm like, oh yeah, it's right there, I've got to go. Alright, awesome. And then I built my portal on these exact coordinates, because, you know, it's the exact coordinates for the stronghold. Well, it's somewhere specific in the stronghold as well. But yeah, this is the second time I actually make it to the end out of all of these. And it was a really decent dragon perch, and it was really decent rod rates. I probably could, if I spent like hours and hours and hours and hours, get a sub 9. Like, I definitely could. But, and as good as that would be, I think spending so much time just to get, you know, an extra like 20 seconds shaved off, whilst it is obviously great and that is good, how hard it actually was to get those blaze rod rates. As I just said, I've only made it, this is the second time I actually made it to the end. The other time the dragon just didn't perch, but the dragon perch in this was pretty decent, so, you know, I just didn't feel like going for it again, because 5 for 7 blaze rods is pretty god tier. Obviously, I could have made up for a bit of time, and then my trades were pretty god tier as well. So, as I said, if it wasn't for the weird routing of the fortress, like the way I left it, if that wasn't so slow, this was almost as fast as it could have possibly been. Obviously, 5 for 5 blaze rods would have been faster, and an instant perch would have been faster, you know. But yeah, I'd say the only part about this was like the routing. But going for 5 for 7 blaze rods again, and pearl trades as quick as that, I think is just a bit too difficult to go for, just to shave off a bit of time. Because I'm really happy with this time. I think this time's really good. Obviously, it's below the world record, because it's a set seed. But yeah, and we kill the dragon in 5 beds. I made the first bed pretty. The first bed was pretty bad, so it ended up being a 5 bed. I would have hoped to have 4 bedded, but I don't know. I don't know. Sometimes I just mess up. That was, as I said, it was the second time I made it to the end the whole time doing these. So I wasn't exactly warmed up on killing the dragon. But yeah, anyway, guys. So that was that run. A nice little 923, which I'm really happy with. I think it's really, really decent, and it's going to be very, very good. I will be doing the other world records soon. The old world records, Xylanox and Raynex soon. For sure, for sure, for sure. But because this is nice and fresh in the first ever sub 14, I thought I'd give this a go. I thought it was a lot of fun, and I really enjoyed it. I hope you guys enjoyed it too. Peace out, guys. Enjoy the rest of your day.